today we are going to be making Jumeri, or pork belly in English. Jumeri is in Romanian, which is where I'm originally from. So this is how I make my Jumeri. I get the butcher to slice the spare ribs or the pork belly about 1 centimeter thick. So it's normally about half the size of what they normally serve it at the supermarket. And then I get a filleting knife because it's sharper and easier to slice, and I cut it in the other direction about the same width, so about 1 centimeter, just over 1 centimeter. So this is what it looks like, all chopped up, ready to go, ready to be seasoned, just with seasoning that I have as staples in my house, just some salt, Vegeta, sweet paprika, white pepper, and garlic powder. A little tip about pork, I don't know if you know, but you can't oversalt pork. So when it's fresh like this, you can put as much salt in it as you like. The pork will only absorb what it needs. The only time a pork gets salty is if you salt it after it starts the cooking process. So you can't go wrong. You can't add too much salt. And according to my son, you can't add too much Vegeta. That little trick about the salt, my mum taught me that from a young age, and I've tested it out and she's right, as usual. Right. So that's what it looks like, and now you just get in with your hands and mix it all up. It's good to leave overnight if you can for the flavors to absorb into the pork. If not, just a couple of hours in the fridge is fine. Also, another little trick that I go by is I take it out of the fridge about an hour before I start putting it in the oven. I've heard that it makes the pork not be chewy, and so I've stuck by that rule, and it's never failed me. So I'm not a chef of any type, got no professional experience, but these are just little tips that I heard along the way and incorporated them into my cooking, and yeah, they seem to work, so that's why I do it. Okay, so this is what they look like all done, ready to go. As you can see, it's not too deep in the dish. So if you've got too much, you don't want to overfill the pot or the casserole dish. You're better off putting it in a separate and doing it in 2 batches in a separate dish, so that they cook evenly and it's less cooking time. And there we go. So we've taken them out of the fridge, we've let them rest on the bench for about 40 minutes, and now we're going to put it in the oven on 180 degrees for about an hour, hour and a half, stirring every 20 minutes or so, just to get even cooking. ones are just about done. Maybe another 15-20 minutes for all that fat to render down and soften. Okay, so the last 5, 10, 15 minutes, you've really got to keep an eye on them because they turn quite quickly. So now, what they look like right now is perfect. This is what you want. Still want them to have a glisten of juice on them. You don't want them to be dried out and too crispy. It's okay to find a few crispy ones in there like that, just because they're fun to eat, but in general, you want all of them to still be a little bit juicy and not dry. So now I would take them out and they're done. Enjoy. So this is my recipe for Jumeri or pork belly. I hope you guys enjoy it and thank you for watching this video.